Robert Nixon here, day in the life of a realtor, week 8. It's not too exciting of a spot today. Sitting in my truck, just dropped the kid off at karate. And yeah, what was I going to talk about? It's been a little bit of a slow day for me. It does happen. I don't know, life's busy. I always find something to do. Tanya's doing lots of admin stuff today too, kind of keeping everything up to date and rolling. But we had an real estate investment summit on the weekend, so that was kind of interesting. Quite long. It was 3 days. I don't know, it was good. It was a really good spot to be, I think, if you have a whole bunch of money sitting in the bank or somewhere in RSPs that you want to transfer somewhere, like Olympia, I think it's Olympia Trust or Equitron. On RSP, you can transfer in and you can actually invest it into a real estate or privately lend it to, it's guaranteed growth on your RSPs. You can do it with TFSAs as well, as opposed to, the different models of the stock market where you're not guaranteed it. You can make quite good money. There's actually a strategy out there, I think. It's called doubling your TFSAs every certain amount of years. I think every couple of years or 3 years. So you take your $60,000. If you never put any money into your TSFA, you take your $60,000, put it in there, lend it privately, and within whatever period is, the 5 to 10 year period, it becomes worth, I can't remember the numbers, but I think it was like $500,000 or something. So that's 60 grand. If you just keep doubling at your, 8 to 15% private mortgage, you can substantially increase that money. And then of course it's a TFSA, so there's no tax on it. Obviously they weren't promoting, well, not obvious, but they weren't promoting that there as much, but they had tons of really interesting, like I said, I don't have $1 million sitting in the bank, so it wasn't super interesting to me, but it was neat that they had a lot of good, value add things there. Companies, one was doing car washes combined with, storage units, like, what do they call it? It was like a long car wash tunnel. Some really high traffic locations in Vancouver. About 3 or 4 locations they were talking about that you can invest in. Some were like lifestyle living, not necessarily for older people, but they have like yoga classes and different classes. So a community style living where you pay I assume there's a strata fee, but it's like a single family home style, probably maybe duplex or patio home style. Maybe not. Maybe you own the property and then they just have fees for that community living lifestyle, and they have a whole community where they have stuff going on. So it's kind of cool. And then some were like apartment buildings, lifestyle apartment buildings where, big apartment buildings where they actually said they were actually able to charge less rent and appeal to people by having a lot of that stuff, like the home gym, the pool, the sauna, the hot tub, this yoga, all in-house. They're able to save those people such a large amount of cost that it actually became cheaper to live in those type of apartment complexes. Those were mostly in urban American cities, but Canada's growing, so we'll see it here too, I'm sure. What was another one they had? Some cool things, but I found it was a little too focused on the people with money that wanted a place to put it and get some high returns. They did focus a little bit on joint ventures, which is sort of what we would be doing. Our goal is to start buying some real estate. We've been vetting some different towns and find some joint venture partners. So we would be the working partners. We'd find the property, buy the property. If there was some active appreciation, organize the renovations and stuff and get tenants in it. Depending where the property is, we may or may not manage it ourselves, and then have the investor split the profits and losses if there ever was any with us. And they would just be the money partners, or the money and the mortgage holders in some cases, and basically just putting their money in to make money. Private lending too is a good way to do that. Without a partner, you can private lend and use that money to make it happen for yourself. A little more overhead with private money, of course. What else? I don't know. So the weekend was kind of busy doing that. We've been trying to focus on that side. That's sort of we're focusing on it, maybe trying to take it a little more seriously as a business. We got a business plan. We got to set up a corporation, acquire properties, and set up a business page for that if you want to go over and check it out. So we've been working on that a little bit. The real estate side of things has been a little slower. I feel like we're seeing a little bit of a slowdown. I'm still getting lots of inquiries and stuff. I just got to maybe take the time to call people and make stuff happen. That's the name of the game. You got to make your calls in this business to get the clients, unless they're past clients coming back, which is always nice. But yeah, kids in karate, I just came down to the government work. Not the best view from here, but it's not bad. Usually I park over on the other side on the breakwater there, and you can see down the strait, sort of the Strait of Georgia down towards Courtney, Comox, Hornby. Yeah, I don't know. I had my boat at a different marina the last couple years, and the government marina is a little bit more affordable, but it's not as secure. It's not gated and stuff. But where I had my boat parked last year, it was out at the end near the ferry, waves coming in, and it just seemed to get beat up quite a bit. So this marina seems a little more protected. It may be worth taking a look at it, or Discovery Marina as a place to keep my boat, because it's nice to have the boat in the water when you're busy in the summer. You can just hop in and go. You can stay out there till sunset, go in and dock. You don't have to pull it out of the water. Yeah, Krabby Bob's Seafood's been there for a long time.